Hello, everybody. I'm Skip Alzheimer. Welcome to our lunchtime AV Geeks streaming event. Just kind of wanted to show you. We collect old 16mm films and show them to you. We've been doing this since mid-March, but really we've been doing this almost 30 years. I think we're like at 28, 29 years. Since I started the collection, started showing people. So behind me is a telecine that allows me to transfer footage. And I'm going to transfer back and talk a little bit about what we just saw and talk about why it's silent. First of all, this is what we call preprint material. This is an optical negative. And I'm using my controls, and basically this is what it looks like normally. It's a color negative, and so what I do to fix it, I'm just going to mute all this out so that you can kind of see what's going on. All right, so you notice it has kind of an orange masking. That is to help with color reproduction. Supposedly having an orange masking helps with better clarity when you're creating positive. I don't know the science behind it, but there's a lot of people that talk about it. And that's not just with motion picture film, color negatives for 35mm. Still things also have orange masking. So you have to get that orange masking out. Now, this telecine is set up to do that automatically, so I'm going to hit the negative setting. And you see it's dark. And so I have to go in and adjust the levels to get the color back. So the first thing I have to do is I have to reverse everything that I know. So when I adjust the blacks, I'm actually adjusting the whites. And so likewise with the gain, oops. So you see in adjusting the gain, I'm getting more, I'm pulling the levels out more. And then with the blacks, so I have a lot more room to kind of play with, and the color, I have a little ball that adjusts where the color is sitting, and so it's all reversed, and so it's very, very annoying. I'm going to go ahead and start rewinding this. So why is it silent? So this particular preprint material, and I got this from somebody who went to an auction at the Virginia, yeah, okay, switch over. Got this at in Alexandria at the Virginia Department of Education. They got rid of all the preprint material, all the lab material that they used to make prints. And so there's one reel that I'm rewinding here. That's the visual part of it. And then here, let's see if I can hold up some white paper to kind of make this easier for you to see. Here is the optical soundtrack, and there's no visual information. There's some cue points, but the optical soundtrack is right here where my finger is. I can't really get a good close-up of it, but that's how 16mm film records and plays back sound. In most cases, is with optical soundtrack, and the reason why is because it's easy to duplicate everything photographically as opposed to doing it photographically and then going with a magnetic stripe and re-recording the sound each time. Yeah, fourth network. Yeah, so we geeked out a little bit there. That's what we do. AV Geeks. I mean, duh. As you noticed, a lot of people were noting there was lots of amazing AV material in there. 2-inch quad video reels, some amazing production switcher material, film chain, which is basically kind of what this is, where it's just a camera and it's synced in a way to output a video signal, which you broadcast. There's also a half-inch open reel video which was being shown in some of the classrooms. And what they would do is they would produce a quad, edit it, then they would bounce it down to half-inch open reel and distribute it to schools that had that technology. And that was always something that they were trying to figure out, new ways to make it more dynamic and more interesting and cheaper to get materials where you have one teacher who's broadcasting to thousands of students. Always trying to come up with a new teaching machine, the new way to get, maximize one person teaching so many people. It's always been the case since the history of 20th century and AV materials. All right, so I'm still rewinding, but this next film is one of my favorites. It's a short film. It's called Who Cares?
This instant. We're waiting breakfast on you. You're going to be late for school. Seconds or else. You're going to get it. You hear?
Walk me to school? Sure. You know Junior's waiting for me downstairs. Walk yourself. Oh, and take good care of my jacket. Might be wanting it back sometime. When's the nap was uncalled for? And it's his now. By the way, haven't you forgotten something? My math homework. Gee, thanks, Mom. You just saved my life.
Now.
Oh, Cheryl, let me fix your sleeves. And do me and yourself a favor today. Smile just a little bit, okay? Good. Oh, the baby.
Go on, Mom. cares? Who cares anyway? Okay, kids, hand it over. Hand over that stick. Who's gonna make this thing? Get him, Charles, get him. Who cares anyway? He can have the broke up stick. He can have the whole school. You should have got him anyway.
Charles? Is that you, Charles Simmons? Young man, I think it's imperative that you finish your education.
Charles? Yes, you. Come on up. I can't accept this. Not when we both know you can do better.
Who cares?
I hope I didn't hear what I think I heard you say. Let's hope not. Class, this morning we must finish the tryouts for the leader of our band. Let's get down to business and see if we can't choose someone before lunchtime. Hurry up, class. Carol, will you be first?
Yes.
Ready, Carol? Okay, 1, 2, start. How about Charles leading the band? Ready, Charles?
1, 2, ready, play.
You care. Lots of people care.
I identify with Charles because sometimes it's like, who cares? Who cares anyway? And his teacher's kind of like a low budget Eartha Kitt. Charles. I love that film so much. It's just doesn't care, except he does care about one thing. There's one thing that he's super excited about. So the actor who plays Charles showed up in another project I was working on. I think he's on some Alphabets commercials or some sort of post-serial commercials. I was digitizing for Duke University, and I was like, he's riding a bike, and he has like the little license on the back of it, and I was like, hey, that's Charles. So I'm always excited to see these actors, show up in other things. And so, yeah, there's Charles. All right, is Thomas Talbot there? Thomas, I have exciting news about a new release from Ames Media. This is 11 minutes. You can buy a print for $245, or a video cassette for $180, or a one-week rental is $25. So that's how much films cost. So this is an 11-minute film. It costs $245. So you multiply that times 27,000, and I'm just rolling in the dough. I'll just read you a little bit of this the paragraph here. Lice are a joke. Lice are a joke to anyone whose immediate environment hasn't been invaded by them. To teachers, kids, nurses, and administrators who had to live with them, head lice is not a joking matter at all. Lice are increasingly widespread school problem. Although control of infestation may be nearly impossible, there are simple, easy-to-teach strategies to get rid of unwelcome visitors and for preventing their spread. Anecdote. So I did, with the Alamo Draft House years ago, we did a cafeteria manners show, and it was at an elementary school. And we thought, it would be funny if we did like a thing about lice, because, it was just something that Tim League and myself, we both experienced, when we were in school, like a lot of kids. And so we suggested, well, maybe I could show this film, Lice Are Not Nice, and then we could do like a fake lice check. And the principal's like, yeah, we're actually in the middle of a lice infestation. So I don't think that would be very funny. And we're like, oh, right. So Tim is, wait, I got the name wrong. Thomas Talbot has been requesting this probably since day one, since mid-March. We started doing this. And so here it is. Lice are not nice. Where is it? Oh, it's right here. Okay. Enjoy.
Hey, what are you guys doing? What's all that scratching about?
All that scratching is about head lice.
Head lice?
Head lice are little insects that can get into your hair, and lice are not nice.
Those are lice. Yuck.
Those things can crawl around in my hair? No way. I never want anything like that on my head.
Would you like to learn how to avoid getting lice?
Sure, because lice are not nice.
First of all, lice are very small and can be hard to see in the hair. They usually grow to a length of about 1/8 of an inch, with flat bodies, short legs, and claws for grasping. One of these insects is called a louse.
Yeah, it's a louse, all right.
Several of them together are called lice. They live about 30 days, long enough to lay a lot of eggs, which they attach to strands of hair. Lice eggs are also called nits. If you have head lice, doctors say you have pediculosis. Lice like to get in people's hair and nestle down in the scalp where it's warm and dark. When they do, they make the head itch. One of the first and surest ways to tell if you have lice is if your head itches a lot. And one of the first things you do is
Scratch!
no, scratching won't help. You need to tell an adult about it. Tell your parents, teacher, or school nurse, because you are going to need some help.
Mom, there's something wrong with my hair.
Don't be silly, honey. You've got beautiful hair.
No, not that, Mom. I mean, there's something itchy in my hair.
Well, let's have a look.
Lice are small and can be very hard to find because they move quickly and shy away from light. You can usually see the eggs, though, and sometimes there are bites that look like a rash.
Kevin, you've got lice in your hair. Have you been washing your hair?
Sure I have, Mom. I don't know where I got them.
Lice don't care if you're clean or not. They can get in anyone's hair, adult or child, boy or girl, long hair, short hair, curly or straight. Anybody can get lice. It doesn't mean you're sick or dirty. It just means, well, that there are lice in your hair. But how do they get from one person's hair to another? They don't fly or jump. You can't get them from your pet. How do you get lice? Lice get from one head to another by direct contact. That is, when you use something that's been on the head of a person who already has lice. Whenever children get together, at school or at play, lice have a good chance to spread. That's because children like to borrow and trade things. Hats, combs, scarves, brushes, hair rollers, all the things that lice can cling to. So to avoid getting lice, don't borrow someone else's personal items. Use your own.
I really have no idea yet. Can I use the brush? Sure. Thanks.
If you do get lice, there are ways to get rid of them. A doctor will prescribe a special shampoo or lotion, or you can buy one from the drugstore shelf. Use it only with an adult's help, and follow the directions carefully. Be sure to keep the shampoo or lotion out of your eyes. There's a strong medicine in the shampoo that will kill most of the lice and some of the lice eggs.
Okay, that's right. Scrub it up real carefully. Now make sure you don't get it in your eyes here. Let me wipe it off for you. And then we wash and rinse with plenty of warm water. There's your towel here.
After the shampoo, an adult will have to comb your hair with a special combing tool in order to get the lice eggs out of the hair. An egg looks like a tiny round object glued to the side of a hair, and they can be hard to comb out. If you don't get the eggs out, some of them may hatch after you shampoo, and you'll have lice again, and an itchy head again.
I'll get the laundry basket.
Even when all the live lice and eggs are gone, the itching may continue. But if you've done a thorough job, the itching will stop after a while. Lice need heat and nourishment from the scalp area to thrive, but they can live away from the hair for a short time. So it's important to wash the linens and headwear used in the last few days. High temperatures in the washer and dryer will kill the lice and nits. It's also a good idea to soak combs and brushes in very hot water. Spraying the house for lice can be dangerous, but vacuuming can help by picking up any nits or living lice attached to fallen hairs.
Okay, Kevin, could you unplug this for me, please? I think we're all clean in here now.
Mom, are you going to call the school nurse?
Oh, yeah, I'll do that right now. Thank you.
And you definitely want to tell your parents to notify the school about the lice problem. That way, the school nurse can check other children and help them get rid of lice too.
Yes, hello, this is Kevin Howard's mother. We discovered that Kevin has head lice, and we think we've gotten it all out, but we're wondering when it might be appropriate to let him come back to school.
Anybody can get lice.
I
It
see.
doesn't mean you're dirty or
Okay,
bad.
right. Thank you
It's
very much.
just something that happens, like catching a cold.
She said that you can't come back to school until all the lice and nits are out of your hair, and she's going to check your hair before you go back into class.
That's okay with me. I never want to go through that again.
Did you use lice shampoo?
Yeah.
Good. I'm going to check your hair. Guess what, Kevin? You can go back to class.
Great.
Oh, good. I'll see you later.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, everybody be finishing up your last problem because it's almost time for lunch, okay?
Jennifer, does your head itch? Yeah, why? Well, I saw you scratching your head, and itching is one of the first signs of head lice.
Right. Whenever your head starts itching a lot, check for lice. As a matter of fact, it's a good idea to check once a week anyway.
Lice? Not me. Only dirty kids get lice.
Anybody can get lice. It doesn't mean you're dirty. It's just something that happens, like catching a cold.
Do you really think I have them? How did they get in my hair?
You get lice by direct contact with someone who has them. You often get lice by borrowing things that someone with lice has already used on their head. So don't use anyone else's personal items. Bring your own comb or hat or towel and keep it for yourself.
If I do have lice, what should I do about them?
Tell an adult about it so they can help you use the special shampoo and lice combing tool. Remember, you need to get rid of both the lice and their eggs.
Well, maybe we should go to the nurse's office.
Be sure to tell the school nurse if you get lice. And don't be surprised if you can't come back to class until the nurse is certain all the lice and eggs are gone.
Don't worry about it, Jennifer. It could happen to anybody. Believe me, I know. If there's one thing I learned is that lice are not nice.
Lice are not nice. And I did not get a buzz cut because I had lice. Just in case you were wondering. No. Hey, quick shout out to William and Justin. Thank you for buying me coffee. Coffee is what makes 80 Geeks run. that and electricity and a strong internet connection, plus thousands and thousands and thousands of cables. If you'd like to buy coffee, here's a place you can do it. Thank you again. Yeah, so lice are not nice. I have other lice films, and one of them I can't find the title for, but it's a slide. It's kind of a motion picture, but it's really a slideshow, a lot of still images. Not nearly as good as this one, and the title's real good too. So there you go, Thomas. We'll eventually get to everybody's requests. It takes a while to kind of write it down and find it and all that stuff. This next film is another request. This features marionettes, the Bill Baird marionettes. And this is an interesting film because it deals with something that doesn't exist anymore. So some of you will probably have no recollection of this. But I encountered this when I was in North Carolina, moved to North Carolina from Ohio. And basically, I wasn't in rural North Carolina. I was in a small town. But the telephone company they didn't have all the resources so that everybody had its own kind of line. So basically, we had what were called party lines, where we shared the phone with our across-the-street neighbor. And so what would happen is the phone would ring at both houses. We'd pick up the phone, or wait a minute, how does that work? Maybe it rang in our house when they called our number, and then we picked up the phone. And if we tried to dial out, sometimes our neighbor would be on the line and we'd have to hang up. Yeah, this was in the 70s, mid-70s. But this explains the concept and the etiquette of party lines. And I think this was a way to get more people access to phones without having to invest as much in the equipment infrastructure initially. So here's Bill Baird's marionettes and party lines.
Nowadays, in whatever city, town, or village we may live, we find ourselves sharing the good things of living with our neighbors.
I believe someone else wants to use the line. It's quite all right. I'm sure no one was listening for long. Anyway, we've only been talking about that one little subject.
Party line service takes care of the telephone needs of a lot of people.
Goodbye. Goodbye, dear.
Hello, operator. I want to make a call, please.
Party lines, as well as driveways or anything else that neighbors share, serve best when everyone cooperates.
64M.
Hello?
Number, please.
21J.
cooperation keeps things moving smoothly, but without it, well, things might have happened like this.
Moment to let you know what happened.
I think I know exactly what you're going to say because I ran into Harriet downtown and she told me.
I know I couldn't get a word in edgewise. She was so poor that busybody had to tell us everybody she can't keep a thing to herself.
But where is she?
Never mind, I know. You don't have to, I know.
Anyway,
and she had no right. And here I rushed to the phone. I know.
Anyway,
she had no right. The nerve of some people trying to listen in on what we're saying. And anyway, they'll just have to wait until we're finished.
But maybe they only wanted to see if the line was busy themselves.
I don't care what they think. And anyway, they'll just have to wait until we're finished.
Well, we were on the line first.
Besides, I've hardly begun to tell you about the way that woman took on.
I know what you're thinking. Seems as if some people just don't realize. Well, we all know there are two sides to human nature.
Don't forget to tell her what Louise said.
But you've been talking for such a long time. Someone else may want to use the line.
You're going strong, baby. Keep it up.
Please. After all, you're going to see her in half an hour.
My goodness. Then I'll have to hurry and dress.
When the better side of our nature wins, it leads to neighborly cooperation and helps everybody on a party line get his share of service.
I go round with little lyrics, lambasting the landscape, a glittering galaxy of gorgeously gowned gals giving a gay and gruesome catfest.
Oh, Froggy! That's super!
Yeah, 5 speeds in reverse, a cutout that's hit to the downbeat, suit pants on the wheels and a raccoon tail. We can cut her wide and wacky. Sound technique, kid. You're in the groove. Never mind how many others want to use the line.
This chick was hep, she wouldn't monopolize things. Telephone lines or anything else matter. Hey, maybe this is your chance. Too late. Somebody else is using the line. Let's see who it is. He has a whole list of calls to make. Gives people plenty of time to answer, too. Guess there's no answer to this call. Wonder if he'll give someone else on his line a chance before he starts another call. No? Making a long list of calls like that doesn't matter so much if he could be on a line by himself. But when there are others on the line, a break between calls on a long list helps others share the service fairly.
Hello? At last is right. Gee, I've been trying to call you since... Hello? Hey! I'm on this telephone. I'm on this wire, if you don't mind.
Get off the line.
But I'm talking to someone.
I got a call to make. Get off the line.
But you're interrupting my call.
Now, look here.
Look here yourself.
Say, buddy, think you own the telephone?
Sure. Who do you think you are?
I'll tell you who I am.
Never mind who you are.
I mind.
Get off my line.
Get off yourself.
Uh-huh. This reminds me of a story. Once upon a time, on a very narrow bridge. I mean? This kind of knockdown and drag-out battle got nowhere in storybook days. No more than it would nowadays when people work and live closely together. The spirit of cooperation is the thing that gets us places. Another dawn, another day. And everything looks peaceful at last. Everything does look peaceful. Peaceful and normal.
Excuse me, please. I'll have to interrupt. I want to report a fire.
Well, go ahead. Well, not on my time. It ain't my worry.
But there's a...
Hey, buddy, if you think for a minute I'm going to put up with that kind of nonsense, you got perhaps the wrong kind of man. If I ever ran across a nookie boy that you want to fish and low down kind of a... But nothing on my mind will fight them on your own. No down octopus and the motherfucker.
What do you care?
Please, if you'll just hang up long enough so I can report this.
Imagine I ever saw. But the first place the octopus, the blowers over there, and furthermore, you don't know them on your own. No down octopus and the motherfucker. Go blowing. If you think for a minute I'm going to put up with that kind of nonsense, you got perhaps the wrong kind of man. If I ever ran across a nookie boy that you want to fish and low down kind of a... But nothing on my mind will fight them on your own. No down octopus and the motherfucker. If you think for a minute I'm going to put up with that kind of nonsense, you got perhaps the wrong kind of man. If I ever ran across a nookie...
Fire?
Fire! Somebody get me help! Get the fire department! Police! Somebody please call for help! Fire!
Well, not every telephone call is an emergency. And, of course, every emergency doesn't work out this way. But a little neighborly cooperation keeps some people from being unhappy and helps everybody get a lot more satisfaction out of the things they share with each other.
Hello, Angelica? Please, may I make a call? Of course. Goodbye, Angelica.
We don't all claim to be angels, but most of us do like to get along with our neighbors. And on a party line, that means good service for everyone.
Sound all right to you?
Sure, but the time will be important.
Yes. Let's figure...
Oh, I beg your pardon, but could I have the line? It's quite urgent.
Why, certainly. I'd be happy to oblige.
Nope. Doing a little bit too much at one time. All right. Just rewinding it just a little bit. All right. Yeah, it's, party lines, man. The problem with my our experience with the party line was that our across the street neighbors had a toddler who would love to pick up the phone and just kind of leave it off. And so we would pick up the phone. There'd be no dial tone, and we'd distantly hear like a toddler kind of walking around the room, and we would say, hello, hey, hey. So more often than not, we would have to go across the street, knock on their door, and say, hey, your child has done the phone again. So that's my recollection of it. And man, so much has changed with the phones. Really kind of nuts. Anyways, thanks guys for tuning in today. I have one last film, and it's animated, and it is, yeah, it's about winter coming. So here we go. Ladybug, Ladybug, winter's coming. Enjoy.
And I'm all alone. I seem to be the only ladybug in the whole forest. There used to be hundreds and hundreds of us. But now I can't find any of my friends. I've looked everywhere. Something's wrong with the trees, too. Their leaves are changing color and falling right off. Oh, the wind. It's so cold. I've never been this cold since I was hatched from my egg. The days have always been long and warm. Hello? Hello, Anne. Please, oh please, one of you, could you stop for a minute? Stop and talk to me?
Can't stop. Very busy. Winter's coming. Must keep working. Have to gather food for winter.
Winter? What is winter?
Silly question. No time for such talk.
But is that why these strange things are happening? Because winter is coming? Oh, why won't you stop and help me? Oh, it's no use. I'll have to look for somebody else. Oh, good. There's somebody. He doesn't look too busy to talk to me. Oh, Snail! Snail, can you help me?
Not so loud. I'm trying to take a nap.
Sir, the ants say that winter is coming. Can you tell me what winter is?
Winter, yes, gets very cold. No problem, though. Just stay inside your shell and sleep.
Well, that's fine for him, of course. But I don't have that kind of shell. Oh, isn't there anyone who will help me? What is that? It's not a leaf. It looks like the sleeping bag that a bagworm carries around. Maybe there's a bagworm inside. Ooh, the wind's getting stronger. I'll have to hold on tight. Bagworm, are you inside?
Yes, who is it?
I'm a ladybug. Can you tell me why the leaves are falling and why so many other strange things are happening? Is it because winter is coming?
Why, yes, of course. When the days get shorter and colder and the leaves fall from the trees, then you know winter is coming.
And what is winter like?
Well, it gets colder and colder. Freezing cold. Ground covered with snow and all.
Oh, dear. It seems so cold already.
Why, this is just the beginning, my dear. There's much worse to come.
Goodness, won't it ever be warm again?
Yes, it will, but not for a long time. Why don't you make a nice warm bag like mine? Then get inside and go to sleep until the weather is warm again.
Well, I don't think I know how to make a bag. I'll have to find some other way to keep warm.
Good luck, Ladybug.
Goodbye. Thank you for telling me about winter. It would be nice to find a place where I could sleep through the winter. I am feeling a little sleepy.
Well. I do believe I see a ladybug coming this way. Ladybug. Ladybug?
Who's that? Oh, it's a spider.
Well, why don't you come over and visit me? It would be nice to have a ladybug for a friendly chat. Yes, come over.
Well, I'm not supposed to talk to spiders, but maybe... Do you know of a nice place for me to spend the winter?
Why, yes. If you come over to my web, I can cover you with a nice, warm coat of silk.
Somehow I don't think I should. I can't think why I'm so sleepy.
It's quite all right. Several ladybugs have come to visit me. A nice, juicy...
Juicy? Why, you want to eat me.
Wait. Come back.
That was close. I'll have to stay wide awake. Oh, dear. I'm so upset I'm not even looking where I'm going. I'll have to go back.
Hi. Gracious, such an excitable little creature. I only said hello.
Oh, you're a chipmunk. You frighten me.
Thought I might eat you? Huh, don't worry. Got plenty to eat. Plenty of nuts. Store 'em up for winter. You do that? Store up food for winter?
No, I don't know what to do for the winter. I must ask the other ladybugs. Have you seen any of them?
A couple of days ago. Not since then. Well, you see them a lot. No more, though. Just you.
I guess they've gone somewhere for the winter. I've got to find them.
Well, good luck.
Maybe there's someone down on the ground who can help me.
Bless my soul. What are you doing here? I thought all the ladybugs had gone long ago.
Oh, ground beetle, do you know where they went?
Why, they went that way 2 days ago. We were getting snug in our underground homes.
Silly little ladybug. You'll never catch up with them now. I've got to try. What else can I do? Oh, I'm so tired. I'm not even sure I'm going in the right direction anymore.
Soon it'll freeze. No time to waste. Must find a place to sleep until spring. Where shall I go? Let me see.
It's a snake. Maybe he knows where the others have gone. Snake! Snake!
Did I hear a voice? I wonder who it is. Where are you?
I'm over here, Snake. Look over here.
A ladybug? Still out in the cold? You'll freeze.
I don't know where to go. I'm trying to find my friends.
I believe I know where they are. It's underground, you know. Very sensible place. Close to where I'm going myself. Snakes go underground for the winter, too. I could take you part way. Yes, you could ride on my head.
Oh, thank you.
Well, jump up then. All settled?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Well then, off we go. It's very dark underground, of course. You might have trouble finding your way, but then you'll just have to do the best you can. Now, soon you'll have to jump off and go on by yourself.
Well, I'm on my own again. Snake has gone to his own winter home. I have to keep on going deeper and hope I find my friends. Goodness, it's dark in here. I think I hear something moving ahead. Perhaps when my eyes get used to the dark. Oh, hooray! I found them! Wait for me! Wait for me! I'm coming too! How good to see you all! Such fun to be together! And we'll be safe and warm through the long winter.
So my question is this a road trip movie? Is that what this is? Ladybug goes on a road trip and meets all these fascinating characters along the way. It feels like one. And this is it's almost like a genre or trope. This shows up a lot. I think Hoppy the Bunny has the same situation where Hoppy encounters all these different animals as he makes his way through the forest. I think Candide, Voltaire's Candide, is also the same. So, kind of a road trip movie. Huckleberry Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. Yes. Anyways, thanks so much for tuning in today. I just got word that the t-shirts will be coming soon, and we'll start sending them out. And once I kind of get them out the door, then I'll have a better count on what t-shirts I have left, and I can tell you if you're interested in getting an AV Geeks t-shirt. Some of you noticed the Devo Live tour crew an old roommate of mine, Michael Pilmer, who some of you follow on Facebook, is the Devo archivist slash runs the fan club, and he and I used to live together. While I was collecting films, he was reaching out to Devo, and we both have now pursued our careers, him living off of doing Devo stuff and other things for other bands, and myself living off of films. And we actually, the archive is right down the street from where he moved to. So that was a coincidence. I wasn't stalking him. But yeah, so that's where I got this shirt from. Yeah, so thanks so much for tuning in, everybody, today. If you like what you saw, there's actually a way to physically to actually hit a button to like. I've been told scientists have figured out a way to do that. And you can also subscribe. We'll be back tomorrow, 1 o'clock. Everybody have a good rest of the day. It looks like there's going to be a thunderstorm coming, so I'm so excited about that. But we will talk soon. Everybody have a good rest of the day. Take care.